Hi, welcome to the first edition of Poeting. I'm Nicole Carter, and today I'm interviewing Mark Lewis. Hi, Mark.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, just refreshed after a pretty quiet new year. So
Hmm.
yeah, just sort of getting on with things and getting back on track with stuff. So yeah, today we're gonna find out a wee bit about you and hear some of your poetry, and then just ask a couple of other questions. So tell us about yourself, please, Mark.
Great. Well, I moved up from Wales about 6 years ago, just in time for the pandemic and empty streets.
Yeah.
I've been writing poetry pretty much all my life, really. Kind of have to. And I think my first open mic was at Rajah's Pool Hall in Splot in Cardiff, which was amazing, and I haven't looked back from there.
Cool, brilliant. Right, okay. So let's just get into it and hear some of your poems, please.
Great. Well, I'm going to start off with a bit of nostalgia with this. It's called Replay the Past. It's the head rush of getting home with a new album on cassette by my favourite band, the day Wish came out by The Cure, 21st April 1992. It was fresh and intense, a feast for a soul jaded young. Something special, like a space just for me, a personal sanctuary. The new smell of the cassette inlay, the rattle of tape housing, the physicality you don't get with MP3. And I read the lyrics, Robert Smith's own dot poetry, and I put the cassette in the MIDI system, layers for vinyl, cassette, the upstart CD, no iPod dock, and I turn it up like it says in the inlay. And lie down and close my eyes, and I'm there, I'm high, in love, it's Friday, and at the edge of a deep green sea for 40 minutes until a brutal click wakes me. Grumpily, I rush to turn the tape over, and I'm back, away, floating in a stormy sky. When side two finishes, it finishes, and doesn't roll over to music I don't care for. YouTube and Spotify, I'm looking at you. And it's back to my collection of all 7 albums, which I love deeply. I've lived in them, been surrounded by them. The dark glamour of Suede's first album, the urban spell of Pet Shop Boys Please. I could feel as well as hear the songs, and I could sing the words verbatim if I had enough beer to be brave. But now in Spotify, I flounder and drown in a cyber sea of choice. 100,000 tracks, maybe all of music. So many songs I can only love them superficially. And by God, I wish I could rewind to when life had depth and meaning, and I felt it intensely. But the tape loop has snapped. I can't replay the past. Okay, so yeah, a bit of nostalgia there. The next one I have never read anywhere at any open mic or online, and I haven't even emailed it to anybody, so it's a brand new one.
Mhm.
Um, it's
Indeed.
also a bit. It's also a bit of an experiment for me in that I'm looking at working more with formal modes, and this one's a golden shovel, which basically you create it by taking a line from an existing poem, song, or text, and use each of its words as the final word of each line in the new poem, keeping their original order to respect the source. I quite like what these create. It feels to me like a bit of a 12-inch extended remix of the original in a way. With this one, I actually took a line from one of my favorite TV programs, The Prisoner from the 1960s. So it's called, and the main character says this, and he's known as Number Six. So it's called a golden shovel for Number Six. The ego is strong. Whatever you say, I am is what I'm not, but I do not want to control anyone. I will, however, fight to the death to not be controlled. Every last drop of my blood would be spilled before I would let myself be pushed by an official's tick in a box, by anyone who says I should be filed and behave according to some artificial category. I won't have my face stamped on by Orwellian boots. Don't ask me what my identity is. I won't be indexed or told what to think. My decisions, however stupid, are my own. I wasn't briefed. I made my own mind up, and don't worry about me being debriefed. I'll keep my secrets and yours if it's right to, or I'll run. Only doors should be numbered. I won't be even metaphorically, and believe me, my mind won't change on this. I would give my life to be free, because true freedom is all I want. It is what I work hard for. Myself is the only thing I need to own. So that's the new edition. And my last one is probably very topical for those of us who might have too many books, and very topical a couple of days after Christmas, I think. It's called The Deluge of Books, a woeful tale of greed and self-destruction. Beautiful books in boxes keep falling through the letterbox like ignored invitations to Hogwarts. It's so easy to order online, and starting in lockdown, there wasn't much else to spend money on. Books, novels, graphic novels, art books, books about collecting books, books about book addiction. I'd need 3 extra pair of eyes just to keep up, but I can't afford them, so I pile the books up on my chest of drawers, then order some bookshelves online. It's so easy to buy bookshelves online. I buy more bookshelves until I run out of walls in the small city centre apartment. It gets out of hand. Controversially, I have to double stack. Now I can't see all the spines. I'm in danger of losing track in my mind. I don't have time to read. I have to work, to pay for more books and rent the rooms to hold them. I buy another book. The Amazon listing says only 2 in stock. I feel my heart beat faster as I order. God, I need to get outside. The books spill out of the shelves. They sit in stacks on the kitchen surfaces. I have to work around them, avoid stains from curry powder, keep them away from the hob, try not to splash them with washing up water. The books expand through the living room, collecting condensation on windowsills. I balance cups and saucers on the books, covering the coffee table. Worse still, I find books I don't remember buying of a little bastard's breeding. I recall the words of the lifestyle guru, Tyler Durden, the things you own end up owning you. It's true. My parents call me, it gets worse. I've always been the same. Hoarding Beano annuals, Thundercats colouring books, battle action picture libraries, 1980s comics like Eagle and Tiger. My parents are moving house and can't keep my library of hoarding and neglect. It has to go. They're bringing the first 7 boxes this weekend. I lie down in defeat, a dying animal in a ditch dug out of sedimentary layers of books. And just to show you that this is true.
Bloody hell! Oh my god!
And that's just the living room. The other rooms are all the same, but limited time there.
Very good. Right, okay, so I've got my script, as I showed you, I've got my script up.
Yeah.
Keeping on point, Mark. So the next question I want to ask you is, where can we hear you recite?
So I don't wait until I've got something to promote. I just love reading and sharing, listening to other people. So anywhere and everywhere, really. Keep an eye on the socials, but some of the best ones in Edinburgh, or some of the ones I'm most likely to be seen at, would be Type Wronger Open Mic, Lead Poets, Rock the Boat, Poets of the Night, any of the Poetry Alcove nights, which are excellent. Also beyond that, Words with Seagulls in Falkirk is particularly good, and anything that the Right Angle run in Stirling, Alloa, places like that. Any of those, really.
Brilliant.
So,
Brilliant.
yeah. Sad Song Club as well.
Sad Song Club, is that in Leith?
Yeah. Sketchy Beats. Sketchy Beats is always good.
Yeah, I've been once before. What was that? What was it? Chatty Patter, I think I was there.
That's really good as well. Chatty Patter. I've done that a lot of times. Yeah.
I've just been there once. Right. So the next question is, where can we buy your work?
Right. Well, this is the Mark Lewis Library, but mainly, if you want to buy copies of my zines in person, The Chili's are the three main ones. Type Wrong is the best place. I've got
Type,
some in good press in Glasgow as well.
Type Runger on Haddington Place in Edinburgh.
Sorry?
Type Runger on Haddington Place in Edinburgh.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
Heath Walk.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's the best place physically. Or I'm always happy to send stuff out if anyone wants to DM me on my socials.
Cool. We'll get to that in a minute, what your socials are. So tell me briefly what your poetry plans are for 2026, please, Mark.
So I want to get a collection out, probably a chapbook first. I've come so close a couple of times. One publisher actually, had accepted it and fell through. And last year was a bit of a write-off with various things going on. So this year I want to make that happen. So that's what I'm focusing on publication-wise, is get a collection. But in terms of writing, I want to do more. I've always written a lot of free verse, or forms like haiku that are actually pretty free. What I want to do now, like with the Golden Shovel, is write with some much more restrictive forms, such as sonnets, villanelles, odes, because life is just very restrictive, and I want to explore those restrictions by using much more restrictive forms of poetry. So I'm quite excited about that one.
Yeah, yeah. Me personally, I haven't sort of delved into that kind of area recently, ever really. But maybe I will someday. I'm kind of scared a bit.
Yeah,
I'm kind of scared a bit about, will it sound, sort of decent, But I
it's a
think
risk.
unless you do it,
Yeah,
unless you try it, you'll never know. I have done some haiku, but they're probably not in
yeah.
the sort of, proper form of Japanese haiku. Although
Mm,
there are different forms of Japanese haiku, and the
yeah.
ones that we've done are they vaguely fit into zapai, vaguely.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm. So yeah, anyway, that's enough about me. So what socials are you on?
So I'm on Instagram and I'm only really on Instagram and Facebook, but I think they're enough. Um, so I've got a different name on those for various reasons. It's Llewellyn Seagull, which I've put in my name at the bottom, so hopefully you can see that. But it's double Lewellyn Seagull. The seagull's my spirit animal, so
Brilliant. Pinch and
that's why.
poke chips.
Yeah,
Right, okay. Well, that's it, Mark. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
great. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome for the inaugural poeting. So yeah, we've got another couple of ace poets lined up for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, um, thank you so much again, and I'll see you around on the scene at some point. I'm sure. Hopefully,
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully see you at Sketchy Beats or somewhere.
Type Hunger. I do love Type
Type
Hunger.
Wronger, yeah.
A while, yeah. Loud Poet's not been for a while either, so yeah, just taking a bit of a break. But I do
Mm.
intend to get back to these things, so yeah, so bump into you at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
One of those, yeah. Right. Well, thanks very much again. Thanks.
Great. Thanks
Bye.
again. Cheers. Bye.